So during October and November of 2024, I set off to capture the sound of Fiji's third largest island, Taveuni, which is located in the South Pacific. Just walking through the Bula golf course, Taveuni Estates. And here we're at one of the golf courses, one of the golf course holes, I should say. And up there, you can't quite see it if I hold still, is the abandoned clubhouse. Let's keep going up. So the clubhouse has been abandoned for probably, I don't know, a good 7 years now. It's in a derelict shape. I've got my recording gear here. You can do sort of somewhat of an ORTF and an XY and AB recording with these. I'm just going to go up to the clubhouse here and record the interior of this derelict shack. Here, let me flip the camera around. Okay, so here we are at the clubhouse. As you can see, here's the old drive. And sorry for panning so quickly. You can see all the windows are smashed or missing. Oh, one couple intact there. Fly screens are all broken. Man sleeping there. And here we are. These are the old tennis courts. No longer there. I was going to go record inside, but there's a man sleeping there, so maybe I won't. So there's definitely a guy sleeping there. Don't want to disturb him, so I think unfortunately I have to give recording the old clubhouse a miss. But anyway, here we are back on the golf course. So if I just pan around, you'll see, if I step back here, you'll see that there are these old buildings, but they've been derelict since I was here, which was about prior to 7 years ago. It was about 12 years ago I was here for the first time. And just to give you a shot of the mountain. After all that, I didn't actually get to record the interior of the clubhouse. Not to worry, there was actually some distant music playing, so I couldn't record for sound anyway. And so for anyone wondering what this little setup is, it was quite fun getting through customs, leaving Sydney and coming into Nanty. But here I just have some Sennheiser HD25s, a Zoom F8, not the F8N, just the F8, first one, just using stereo, linking those channels. And then I have here, if I just come around, two Sennheiser 416s on a stereo bar that I built myself. And on this stereo bar, it allows me to record in sort of AB, a fixed AB position, which sounds pretty good. If I somewhat bring the mics in a position like this, and obviously if I straighten them up, here, let me do that now. Something like this, I can get something of an ORTF. It sounds pretty good. I never hear any phase problems. And then obviously I can do a pretty good Let me just zoom out here, wide, and do a pretty good XY. So there it is. I can do XY record. Obviously I can flip the bar up on top. I just carry it like this. It's in the shape it is now because it's easy to carry. And yeah, it's starting to get really, really hot right now with that sun. All right, so that's my recording setup. Last thing, in case anyone's wondering, I have a Swit S8056N lithium battery that connects through a Hyros or Hirose, whatever you want to call it, pin to the Zoom F8. So I have 2 of those batteries. It all sits in the bag and I carry lots of water with me. As well as having a general holiday, I recorded lots of weather events, lots of wind, rain, water. A lot of these sounds are pristine, untouched by other human-made sounds. And of course there's the local island toad. This is actually the second time I've been to Taveuni Island and I have recorded water sounds. The first time I was here, I recorded a whole range, about 50 or so recordings of different water textures and ocean and sea sounds. This time around, I have a new microphone set up and I thought I'd just grab a few extra sounds while I had pristine water recording opportunities. So here's just a quick montage of some of the different places I visited and different sounds that I recorded. So this was a fun one. This day started at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, in which Rocco took me on a trip up to his farm so I could record the dawn chorus sounds. So here we are walking through the dense rainforest. There is a little bit of a path that Rocco has made. It's actually quite hard to tell on camera, but everything is uphill and some of the sections of this track, or I guess it wasn't really a track, were quite hard to traverse. It's really quite steep. As Rocco and I made it further up the mountain, we stopped many times. I recorded the various soundscapes, the dawn choruses, the insects, and the different soundscapes as they changed as we made it through. Alright, so we started at 4:30 a.m. this morning, and it's now, 6:30 now? So up at Rocco's farm, up above Songulu. Took about 40 minutes to get here walking. I'm just doing XY recording. So this is a few hours into the trip up the mountain, and by now the dawn chorus has faded away. It's about mid-morning, and so Rocco and I decided to head back down the mountain, and I recorded some of the more nuanced and subtle insect and bird calls. Just travelling around the island, some dirt roads and some sealed roads. The whole island is just gorgeous, and the sunsets are amazing. Probably one of my favourite activities on the bus, heading into Nangara. I managed to get a few quick sound recordings of the town. It's actually very difficult to get clean recordings here. A lot of the shops play a lot of copyright music, and you can see I had to move a bit further down the street just to position myself away from vehicles and engines, though I did get one really great crowd recording close to the market. I reached the end of the trip, had a bit of a holiday, lots of recording and lots of sounds to then edit and process. And this video is coming out much later after the trip, and that is because there's a lot of work to be done, editing the sounds and bringing them all together. I thought I'd end the video with a few shots from the plane leaving Taveuni. The sound recordings from my trip to Taveuni can be found in my sound library, Taveuni Island, Fiji. There's a demo if you want to hear some of the sounds that I recorded. Otherwise, feel free to purchase the library and support my field recording activities.